All right. Thank you all for coming. This is Randy Kirby, and this is Rant and Randy's Rant for February 13th, 2020. Uh, I like this. This was like having my own blue room out here, getting to speak with people before I went on the air. Hopefully, we can keep this up. Before I get into anything, I got mail. I got a card from Maria Bethencourt in Tampa, Florida. I know that Tampa area well. It's was close enough that when we were down there as kids at Indian Rocks Beach, we oftentimes would go to St. Pete or Tampa. And I just want to show you the card. There's the card. And on the inside, and a nice donation. Hi, Randy and Grace. I'm sending this card in appreciation of your patriotism. Well, thank you, Maria. Oh, I do what I can. As most of you know, at my age, I was more like a peace freak during the Vietnam War, but also I would have gone if I had been called up. That's a difference between me and Donnie. I didn't have bone spurs. Now I've got to get serious here and bang in the session. I'll get back to Donnie in a little bit. AG Barr is finally pushing back against Donnie. And I also want to know, is the mic working good today? I've got the internal mic is muted. I don't have any kind of meter. Hello, Joe. Glad you made it, brother. AG Barr is pushing back finally against little things. And of course, I'll have more on Facebook tomorrow about that. But I was watching on CNN Go right up into the last few minutes. That's the reason I got this YouTube out to a few places. I can pick it up and share it more places when I get through. First off, I wanted to tell people they need to call the House Judiciary Committee at 202-224-3951. That's 202-225-3951. And we've got to let them know we need to get Barr out of there. I think he's just now discovering and realizing if he goes before Congress on March 31st, he's going to have a lot of embarrassing questions facing him from the Democrats. And I think what did it was Trump heaps praise on AG Barr for his actions in the Stone case. Barr has also said that Donnie's tweeting makes his job impossible. So we know right now that Donnie is going to be pissed at Barr. It's just a matter of probably 2 or 3 hours, and he'll be tweeting about don't be telling the president of the United States what to do. Their president, I would remind you. And I'll just kind of go through this. Most of us are staying up with everything that's going on. And the danger in this, if he can be tweeting about crimes and intervening in DOJ's cases, this means, like Preet Bharara was saying last night on Cuomo Primetime, He can pick out any individual and go after him, like Chris Cuomo. I don't like him. We need to investigate him. And he's more or less up until this point, Donnie has told Barr what to do. In fact, this may be his way of telling Donnie, call me on the phone. Don't be tweeting it to the world. And I can see how that makes his job impossible because he wants to appear like he's an AG for the people, we the people. No, he's not. He never has been. But I think he's starting to see that the world is seeing him as the attorney for Donnie the dickhead. And of course, he wouldn't want to be viewed that way, but we tell it like it is. That's what he is. He doesn't work for the people, he works for Donnie. It has been 1 week and 1 day since he was acquitted, and all this bullshit is happening. Institutions are failing. Justice Department, State Department under Pompeo, that's another one that needs to be either resigning. Well, we already know he's going to resign. He's going to run in Kansas for Senate. Now Donnie wants to go after the IG of the Intel committee or community, Michael Atkinson, over his role in the whistleblower complaint. This should be enough to wake some people up, but evidently it's not. They're all right with any damn thing Donnie wants to do. He's poking it at Washington. How stupid can you be not to realize if he's interfering in federal cases, they are not political cases. These are federal law cases, which he wants to throw the law out the window because Roger Stone was a buddy of his. And he will not say whether he's going to pardon him. We all know he will. He just wants to see what the sentence is. And he might wait as late as right before election time or right after election time to do it. Because he will have November and December that he can do all of his nasty work in case he's defeated, which we're going to do. We are going to all vote blue and get his ass out of there. And the same thing for the Senate and the House. We took the House to a majority. Let's take it all away. We don't need Republicans in there. And another one of his tweets yesterday, Donnie said, who are the 4 prosecutors? Brackets around Mueller people, question mark, who cut and ran after being exposed for recommending a ridiculous 9-year sentence to a man that got caught up in an investigation that was illegal and the Mueller scam and shouldn't even been started. 12 or 13 angry Democrats. That's his tweet. Damn. And again, and more people are agreeing with this. When he said the whole thing is corrupt people, yeah, his regime is corrupt. Donnie will always project back on others what he is. And people should suggest, and I guess the people at CNN, MSNBC, and all are the ones to do this. Jonathan Krantz resigned from the DOJ after William Barr changed the sentencing uh, recommendation. Let's keep in mind, folks, that was just a recommendation. Berman Jackson is the one that will decide. It's not the damn prosecutors. Prosecutors only suggest a penalty for sentencing. All right. I'll dispose of my pages after I get them. I always recycle all this paper. Let's keep in mind with Roger Stone. Did somebody force him to put crosshairs on a picture of Judge Berman Jackson? No. He did that, and the judge got all over his ass about it. But he didn't do anything wrong, according to Donnie. It was all just Mueller people going after him. No, prosecutors, U.S. attorneys are not Mueller people. And the latest, I'm going to kind of skip ahead and I may come back to some of this. Now, this was yesterday or today. John Kelly, Vindman, heard an illegal order, and that's why he went to his boss, which he should have done. He also is saying that brain fart people. I'll come back to that. I think I was able to write down some of it yesterday, and I never did get back to watch Rachel. But if you do, you know that she got an award for being an ambassador to the United States, to a standing ovation. And she said the State Department is in trouble. No doubt it's in trouble. That's another thing. You've got State Department is being run by one man, Mike Pompeo. Another rotten apple that Donnie picked out, as well as Barr. So we've got two institutions, two departments that we have got to get these people out. They have done nothing but gut the departments they're in. Federal employees, either civilian or military, are supposed, I think this is too a part of what Kelly, I hadn't got any quotes on him other than the one that I was talking about for right now. But federal employees, either civilian or military, are supposed to speak truth to power. And that's what they've done. But they had to suffer because Donnie, the dumbass, is declared himself emperor or dictator. What was the phrase? Let me find the phrase that Cuomo used. Oh, I remember what it was. Donnie, since acquittal, has gone into automatic autocrat. He so wants to be able to see people stand at attention when he speaks. And if he doesn't like the way you look, kill this guy. Go ahead and kill him. He would love to be able to do that. Meantime, Fox News is all in on what Donnie did. Laura Ingram's guests were Kevin McCarthy again and Mike Huckabee. Oh, I'm sure they had a lot of good things to say about what's going on. Before they took a break, Laura Ingraham said of her guest, Kevin McCarthy, how they had gotten a big victory in New Hampshire with his knuckle dragging pep rally for his folks. Ah. And I believe, and I can't tell you the name of the person, Iowa Democratic Party head has resigned. The people deserve better than what they got on caucus night. I don't think they should be so serious about doing. I've said all along, and you know it, I've said that I don't think that Iowa is a good starting place. There's not enough diversity in Iowa. It's mostly a bunch of white people. They do have a few Hispanics. They've got some black population, but it's not representative of the area, the Midwest, in other words. Let's see what else I got. Banyan ran his mouth. Now you will see the full power of the president, and called others that don't like him pearl clutchers. Please. That man was born nasty, I believe. Oh, here's where I got into some of the latest stuff because I've been watching a good deal of CNN Go today while Grace watched her programs. Kelly went after Donnie, and he also stated that media is not the enemy of the people. The media is taking sides. If you watch Fox News, you are not an informed citizen. And I'll have more on that tomorrow because that will be part of the news dump that I'll be watching tonight. But for example, Kelly says Donnie got played in North Korea. Wow. How's that news? We all knew that. Give away all your leverage, you got nothing to work with. Shit. Oh. No. Put it back over there. I don't keep a drink close to this computer.
Okay.
I'm too clumsy. Oh, about all I got. But I did want to get out here. I can tell you when I last looked, Rant and Randy's Rant YouTube show is 132 subscribers. I imagine we'll get another one or two after I get off of here. We keep growing it. We are the Guardians of Liberty. I'm all about the Blue Dot family, and I am a Blue Dot in a red state, Missouri, and you can't get much redder than that. Let's see. Okay, I gave out the phone number, and that's the Judiciary Committee. So we need to get in touch with them. They need to start proceedings, I think, and I don't know. I don't know everything, so I can't tell you whether we can impeach Mike Pompeo, but we need to get his ass out of there. He's done nothing but gut that department. And after all, we're looking at Donnie has gone into autocratic mode ever since he was acquitted. Whereas on the eighth day since he's been acquitted, and he's not even going to slow down. So it's going to be up to folks like us, groups like JBS, Blue Dot Family, groups like mine, the Rant and Randy's Rant, the true patriots that are going to make a difference. We have got to get the word out. I've heard an idea. I don't know how it can come down to that, but this is calling for in other things that we do is civil disobedience. I wish it was possible all of us could get together and travel to Washington, D.C. If we could go in there with 4 or 5 million people and say, we're not leaving till something is done on the other side about this man. Oh, another interesting thing I found out last night. Now, when Leningrad Lindsay goes on Fox, he's wearing a blue blazer with Trump 2020 on each sleeve. So he's literally wearing Donnie on his sleeve. And there was another one, I can't recall what his name, but when they go on Fox, they're wearing Trump crap. We have got to do something here. We already know democracy is on life support as it is. If we don't slow this down before the election, if he was to get back in, we think he's bad now, he's going to be 10 times as worse. You might see Adam Schiff just disappear and he'll be in some prison somewhere. There's not going to be a trial under this man. You can forget that. He does not believe in anything but himself, what is good for him, and nobody else, except rich buddies, which his damn regime is full. The cabinet is full of bad people. That's why they've had to replace so many. That's why anybody that comes in new is acting whatever. That's why it's easier. He doesn't have to confirm them with Congress. Ah, shit. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Ah. Now the phone's ringing. And Grace has got headphones on, so I'm just going to wind this one up. They'll leave a message if it's important. Have a good day. I will be at the meeting later on. We're going to have to order something and have it delivered here since I already went out by cab. And this town, that wasn't all that bad. In fact, I went by the post office and got Maria's card and out of my P.O. box. That's why I like to get cards and letters and donation that way. But it's a good 8 to 10 blocks from here to get to the post office. We got 4 or so inches. I can't tell because it's wind blown. We had about an inch of ice under in our front yard, so it made it hard to tell how much we got. But from what I walked in, 3 or 4 inches. And the sidewalks in most places, people don't clean them off. So it wasn't like I wanted to take a walk today. When I left here by cab this morning, it was 1 degree. When we woke up, it was -4. It is now reached what is probably our high of 7 degrees today. Supposed to be 1 tomorrow. DirecTV always has it wrong. Today was supposed to be 1 degree and it ended up being -4. This is a hard area to predict the weather, even locally. They can't get it right. So I will let you go. I'll be popping in at the meeting and chat tonight. Well, not in all that long, but like I said, we're going to order something and have it delivered. I'll eat and then I'll get back on, be at the meeting. Probably before it's going on for too long. So I will let you go. We are the Guardians of Liberty. And if you can, you'll find again on my timeline And at the bottom of this in the comments, I'll put my PayPal, me, Randall Carvin, and my P.O. box will be on there too. It will also be out on uh, my Facebook page too. So I will let you go. Have a good one. We can get through this. It's going to be a hard one, but if we all stick together and vote blue, no matter who, we can cause a tsunami like has never been seen in the history of this country. We can take it back, people. So I'll let you go with peace, resist, and persist. Uh, have a good one, and I'll see you on Facebook tomorrow. Have a good one. Bye bye. Share this shit.